This coming Sunday will mark the 2-month anniversary of Chattanooga's new fire chief, and he is joining us here this morning. Say hello to Chief Phil Hyman. Chief, welcome to the show. Glad
Good morning.
to have you.
Thanks for having me.
All right, Sunday's your 2-month anniversary. How has the past 8 weeks been in getting the transition accomplished?
Well, the transition's gone smooth. We've had a lot of work to do in that time frame. 2 months has flown by, to be honest with you.
And you're extremely happy by all accounts with your command staff.
Yeah, extremely happy with the command staff. Everybody's doing an excellent job. The firefighters are doing an excellent job, as they always do, and love to see that.
One thing the Chattanooga Fire Department especially has done for years and years and years, very active in community outreach programs.
Correct.
And you guys have been leading the pack, so to speak, in getting Coats for Kids and the Forgotten Child Fund. Tell me about that.
Right. I just actually left an event at Hamilton Place Mall where they're collecting coats for kids today. And that's all through the Chattanooga or through the Forgotten Child Fund,
Right.
with participation with Chattanooga Fire Department, Chattanooga Police Department, and a lot of other agencies. So a lot of volunteer work goes into making all that happen, and those folks really work hard every year to pull that off.
Why do you think they keep working harder and harder every year to that end?
I think part of it is we're in a service industry anyway, and these folks that volunteer to help do this really love to give and serve our community.
And they certainly do a bang-up job on it.
Absolutely.
I wanted to talk to you also about the ISO Class 1 department that you guys are getting involved with. And
Right.
that kicks off here
It starts
pretty
January.
quickly.
January, we were officially a Class 1 department in the United States. We just received that public protection classification recently. And that's a big deal for us. That's been several years in the making, a lot of research and a lot of planning, and there's a lot of information to get there.
There's not a whole lot of other departments in Tennessee that have achieved that.
Right. We are actually the 4th department in Tennessee to receive a Class 1 and the largest in Tennessee to receive a Class 1.
Congratulations
So
on that.
we're very proud of that.
Sounds like a lot of hard work.
And that, I can't take credit for the majority of that. A lot of the command staff that was in place before me really helped implement this. I was just fortunate enough to be part of it here at the transition. So.
Well, like your predecessor, you were also one of the guys on the trucks responding to calls, the ultimate first responders, Chattanooga Fire Department. They always have been. You miss the adrenaline of getting out there on the trucks and doing the calls?
I do miss riding the trucks, and do miss going on the calls, and miss being with the folks in the stations and serving the community. But my role has changed, and I enjoy it just as much.
Well, I'm sure that they would love to have you come back and hop on the truck again. Still have all your turnout gear,
Absolutely.
right?
Always.
Let's see, we want to give a shout out to the first responders. Tell us what it's like when you're not able to spend the Thanksgiving holidays, the Christmas holidays, watching the kids experience the whole Santa Claus gifts. Give us that perspective from the inside.
Yeah, our firefighters that work in the stations do sacrifice a lot of their time, and it is unfortunate that they have to work Christmases and holidays and stuff like that away from their time, away from their family, and we recognize that, and we try to accommodate that as best we can. But they understand going into the job that kind of schedule and that kind of job that we do requires that of us, and they put forth a lot of sacrifice to do that, and it doesn't go unnoticed, and we greatly appreciate all the hard work that they do.
And you had to make those sacrifices for years before you got to the top office, so to speak.
And it's part of the job.
We're getting into the time of year now, it seems like, where there are a lot of unnecessary calls for the fire department. A lot of times people are being careless. Give us a couple of safety tips that we need to continue to remember all year long, but especially here in the holidays.
Well, we just recently did a smoke detector program in Lookout Valley area. Did a lot of smoke detector giveaways and installs for folks that didn't have them.
Free,
so
I might
that
add.
was free, I might add. And we really want folks to check. We just had a time change, so everybody should had changed their batteries in their smoke detectors at this point.
Right.
And if they didn't have them, let a fire station know. We'll be happy to get those installed. But everybody needs to have a working smoke detector.
Chief Phil Hyman, we'll leave it there. Hope you'll come back and join us again. Hope you have a Merry Christmas, and thanks to you and all of the rest of the firefighters for everything you do.
Thank you very much.
All right, stick around. We have much more of Let's Chat right after this.